Guys, this is Heidi with Kiddos Corral, and I got a lot of requests to show you how I make my caramel popcorn. Now, my caramel popcorn is excellent for gift giving during the holidays, whether it be Thanksgiving or Christmas. It's great for movie night. If you ever remember when I was a kid, we used to get these big tins and they would have caramel popcorn in them, and nobody would eat the yucky flavored popcorn that was in the tin. We always ate all the caramel popcorn. Well, this way you can have all the caramel popcorn that you want. And the first thing I'm going to show you is how I easily pop my popcorn on the stovetop. Now, I've got some vegetable oil here. You can use canola. You can even go healthier and use coconut oil. But I'm just going to use my vegetable oil. That's what I have. I just put a couple tablespoons of oil in the bottom of the, you want a heavy pot. And depending on how much popcorn you want to pop, you want either a small, you can use small or a large size pot, as long as you have a good fitting lid. That's the key. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my pot on like medium heat. And I'm going to go ahead and put my popcorn in. And I add about 2/3 of a cup of popcorn, because I'm going to need 6 cups of popcorn in order to make this recipe. So basically, all you're going to do is you're just going to leave this lid on here, and it's going to kind of do its own thing, and I will come back and show you when it starts popping. Okay, my popcorn is popping, as you can see, and whenever it stops popping, then I know all the kernels have already popped and it's ready to eat. Popcorn is done, and it might pop whenever you take the lid off of it. And I try to make sure I have a bowl available. I dump all my good popcorn in here, and pay attention if there's any kernels in the bottom. You know, you don't want those in your caramel popcorn, but mine looks pretty good actually. And I'm pouring popcorn everywhere. Alright, I'm going to get this cleaned up and I'll get back to you guys and show you how to make the caramel. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys how I make the caramel. It's very, very simple. Now, the first thing I do is I put this on between low and medium heat. You don't want this to be too hot. And if you hear something running in the background, my son is sewing at the table and my washing machine is going, because my kitchen sink blew up today, and my kitchen is a disaster. We just have so many things going on at one time, it's not even funny. But you want to start out with a half a stick of butter. I use salted butter, you know, just regular butter, cheap butter, but you can use unsalted if you want. You want to get that in the bottom of the pan. And notice I'm using the same pan that I just popped the popcorn in. There is no reason to dirty up another pan. I'm going to do 1/4 cup of brown sugar. And you want to make sure that your cup that is squished down in there, and you have a full 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Want to add that in. And then you want 3 tablespoons of light corn syrup. 1. And yes, I'm measuring with the cap. I've always done it this way. 3. Now, once this all gets combined and good and bubbly, you want to have your baking soda on hand. And baking soda is kind of like the special ingredient in this. You want to get that all good and combined and bubbly. I'm going to try to move my camera so you guys can see inside the pot, so you know what it needs to look like. As you can see, it's getting good and bubbly, and as soon as it gets well incorporated, I'll show you what the next step is. Okay, as you can see, everything is well incorporated. Now, to make this caramel look even extra yummier, you're going to add a teaspoon of baking soda. And what this is going to do, this is going to make this really good and fluffy. Can you see how it's changed the way it looks? It almost looks like marshmallow. Now, once you get this good and mixed, you can go ahead and turn off the heat. And it looks really, really good. Really, really good. Now I'm just going to add all of my yummy, yummy popcorn and get it everywhere, because that's what I'm good at. I'm going to pour my popcorn in here. There we go. And you want to slowly stir and combine all of this together. You want to get all of your popcorn covered with the caramel. You just need to take your time and get it good and incorporated and covered. Once I get this all covered, I'll come back and I'll show you how I put it on the parchment paper. Now I have the popcorn, and after I combined it with the caramel, and the camera's really not picking up the caramel color, but it's there. I just put it, I line the largest baking sheet, the baking pan that I have, and then I just lay the popcorn out on like flat as possible. I'm going to put it in a 200-degree oven, and every 20 minutes for 1 hour, so that'll be 3 times that you are going to pull it out of the oven and stir it a little bit so that it doesn't burn on the bottom. When 1 hour is over, you're going to take it out of the oven and you're going to let it completely cool, and then you're going to break it all up, and you can put it in a canister or you can eat it right now. So I'm going to go ahead and get this in the oven, and I am going to stir it every 20 minutes, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's fully cooked and done. Okay, my popcorn is done and out of the oven. I took it out 3 times. And I stirred it really good. Now what you want to do is you want to let your popcorn cool completely, and then you want to break it up and put it in an airtight container, or if you're going to serve it right away, in a giant bowl. Now I did not make it clear earlier in the video that you need 6 cups of popcorn. I'm not sure if I said that or clarified that, but this is a total of 6 cups of popped popcorn. So I'm going to go ahead and let this cool, and I'm going to break it up and I'm going to put it in a bowl. And I hope y'all enjoyed this video on how I make my caramel popcorn, and I'll be talking to you guys again soon. Have a great Sunday. Bye.